Pentagon. You have a whole website devoted to stopping war.
www.stopiranwar.com.
Do you see a replay of what happened in the lead up to the war with Iraq? The allegations of the weapons of mass destruction, the media leaping on to the bandwagon?
Well, in a way, but you know, history doesn't repeat itself exactly twice. What I did warn about when I testified in front of Congress in 2002, I said, if you want to worry about a state, it shouldn't be Iraq, it should be Iran. But this government, our administration, wanted to worry about Iraq, not Iran. I knew why, because I'd been through the Pentagon right after 9/11. About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the joint staff who had used to work for me, and one of the generals called me and he said, "Sir, you gotta come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision, we're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, he said, I just got this down from upstairs, meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran." I said, "Is it classified?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Well, don't show it to me." And I saw him a year or so ago, and I said, "You remember that?" He said, "Sir, I didn't show you that memo. I didn't show it to you."
I'm sorry, what did you say his name was?
I'm not going to give you his name.
So go through the countries again.
Well, starting with Iraq, then Syria and Lebanon, then Libya, then Somalia and Sudan, and then back.
So, I don't know if you've seen this floating around on Facebook, but someone pointed this out to me a while back, and I asked some of people that I know that live over there. They're always telling me whenever we talk, to come over there and visit, and stuff like that. I met them through the church I used to go through, missionary work. Used to write them letters and stuff like that. But what I thought was interesting is always this part where it has Iraq on there, because in my mind, if they're saying Iraq is a part of, the Holy Land and blah, 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 to them, to the Christians and stuff like that follow this, then aren't they not admitting that they are Babylonians? But then again, a light bulb went off in my head, and I thought, well, don't they have what's it called, the Babylonian Talmud and stuff like that? But I thought what was interesting, they also are claiming, Egypt, and on other maps they'll actually claim Ethiopia and say that's all a part of their land in Israel's plans to expand their borders. But I'm gonna leave this in the description links if you want to read about it. But I just thought that was interesting when I was watching that, you know, I mean, I know it's an old clip because they're talking about 2001, that stuff being said, but it's just always, I don't know, the way I feel. The United States Army just does the bidding of Israel, you know. I don't know. That's how I always think about it.